I twerk?
Nigga,
what?
Alright, let's focus.
Gentlemen, let's stop.
This nigga be twerking.
Yo. We'll talk more twerking.
Nigga, we all know that you be twerking the whole nigga. Niggas know you're sit the fuck down, nigga. Nigga, you better not drink that shit, you bitch ass nigga. Didn't even give me. Yo!
I'm joking.
That's my shit. I bought that shit with my money, you bitch ass nigga. Get out of here.
He drink that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off the dome, it's the Wise Dome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is your truly Pedro Garcia.
I'm Daniel Mencius.
Get it?
I'm Janio Martinez.
Say louder, my man. You got it?
I'm Janio Martinez.
There we go.
And I'm Miguel Reyes.
Alright, y'all. So we're gonna get into 3 topics today. The first topic, embarrassing dating moments with girls. The second one, child support. Is it for the baby or for her? And last but not least, we're gonna be talking about power. Is it ingrained in us or is it taught to us? So gentlemen, let's start it off. Embarrassing dating moments with girls. Anybody got anything?
Yeah, you go first.
Why you gotta hit me first? Oh, I got the experiences already. Damn. That's crazy thinking about it, because off the top of my head, I couldn't think of anything.
Okay.
Come back to me.
Yeah, I got you. Miguel?
Alright, so embarrassing moments with girls. Okay, I got one. So when I had when I had a girl, when I had my ex, there was a specific night that I was sleeping over her house, and her parents would always fall asleep earlier than we did, and we would always go to sleep a little later. So obviously, because the rooms were separated and there were doors and stuff, I slept in a guest room, and the guest room was right next to my ex's room. So obviously, being young and being horny, I
being young and ready, basically.
Basically, I snuck into her room, and we were doing the thing. And as we were doing the thing, we hear the door down the hallway open up. And we freeze because the room is dark, like there's no light. So we're under the covers, and we freeze because we're trying to figure out if it's the mom or it's the dad. Now my door is closed, right? And the door of my where we're in is like peeked open this much, right? So the idea was, if my door is closed, they think that I closed my door and then I went to sleep, right? And because my ex always slept with her door slightly open. So we hear the footsteps, and we're really trying to figure out who it is, and we're also trying to figure out if they're gonna walk down the full hallway into the kitchen, or they're gonna walk down and just go into the bathroom. That's like a couple steps away from the door. So we're hearing the footsteps, and my ex says, "Oh, that's my mom," and I'm like, "That's not your mom." And it was the dad.
Wait, why? How did you know?
Was it like thick?
It was like a little, like
a little hefty.
Yeah, a little hefty.
Yeah.
And he a big dude.
Yeah.
So he.
There wasn't no flats walking.
So I hear him.
No heels either.
Yeah. So I hear him open the door, and mind you, we're in the bed, like we can't see. So I don't know if he opened my door, or I don't know if he opened the bathroom door. So we're freaked out. He opened the door. And then it's silence. We hear the door close, silence. So we're like, oh, it's probably the bathroom, right? He leaves, right? He gets out. And then we hear him start walking again. So we think he's going back to his room. No, my nigga. He starts walking down the hallway, and he gets to my room and my ex's room. And we hear, like, I see him through the peak, bruh. And I'm on this side of the bed. She's on this side of the bed. He opens up the door, right? And he goes, "Good night, sweetheart." He basically whispers, "Good night, sweetheart," right?
Through the door?
And, yeah.
Not knowing that you're there.
Not knowing that I'm there.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, yo, if I get found, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for me.
Wait,
I would have never
so
lived.
what's the layout like of the room?
The layout of the room
so
is
it the door and then the bed's right there?
no. So the bed is here. The door's right here.
Okay, so the bed's like this, the door's like this, right?
Yes.
So your head is over here, so you guys are laying like that.
Yes.
And you guys are laying in the same bed?
Yes. I'm under the covers.
Oh, damn.
I'm under the cover. Like my body's like.
But the lights are
Under
off.
the-
All
the
you see
lights
is
are
the light
off
coming
from the door.
Okay,
From the
okay.
door.
I see.
So he opens it a little bit and says, "Good night, sweetheart," and then like brings it back to where it is, and then walks back to his room, bro.
It's fucking crazy.
So it was close.
Yo, literally right after that, we finished what we were doing, and I went back to my room and I went to sleep. I should have bounced right after that, but
Wait. Did they know you were in the house?
yeah, they knew. Yeah, I used to always sleep over.
Okay.
I used to always sleep over and stuff. So like,
Yo, that's fucking crazy. So did the father ever talk to you guys about that shit?
About
after,
what?
After your
he didn't know.
semi-encounter?
He didn't know.
That's fucking crazy.
He didn't know I was
man.
there. He didn't know I was there.
Oh shit.
I was under the covers.
It's just you see, like, I thought that you sneaked into their house one fateful night.
Well,
Yo, just because I'm
Hey,
black,
let's-
don't be sneaking into people's
No, I ain't
houses.
saying that. I ain't saying that. But you know.
No, I didn't sneak into the house, bro. I slept over that weekend.
Ah, okay.
I used to periodically
I mean-
sleep over.
for me, I have had multiple. But they had. I mean, the only time that I got caught was with that girl that I told you guys about.
Gotta tell people. Gotta tell people.
I mean, that's true.
Oh my god, please tell that story.
Which is the towel story. The towel story. Basically,
This is the best story out there, y'all. Telling y'all.
Basically, I have never had any sexual encounter with her. I just started dating.
Wait. You never had any sexual encounters with a her?
No, with that girl. Like that girl, exactly.
Okay.
Because I just started dating her.
Okay.
So then I started going to her house a lot and whatever. And like we would skip school because it was like the end of like the year and shit. So we would skip school and then we would go to her house and we would just chill and shit. And then finally got to a point that it was one time that she was taking a shower. So I told her that I was gonna pull up, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get this shit done this day," and shit. So then I finally get there, whatever. She gets out the shower, and then like we start making out and shit and whatever. And then I get her because she's small as shit. She was small as shit. So I get her and then I throw her on the bed, and then the towel just falls in the fucking bed. And
for those of you out there, this nigga loves small girls. Continue.
Yo, wow, dog.
No, not like that.
What do you classify as small though?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Below his height, not below his normal age range.
Yeah, no, chill out.
None of that.
Yo, cut that shit. Cut that shit.
Cut
shit.
I mean, we gotta keep it, but
Cut that shit.
It's all good. It's all good.
Anyways,
It's all
anyway, she was just small, right? She was short, whatever. And so then I grabbed her, whatever, and then I started kissing her and whatever. And then I started making my way down to her pussy and shit. So then,
You'll bleep that out when you edit it.
so then I finally, nigga, you editing. So then I finally go, right? I get there, right? Then I'm about to go in. I'm about to start eating that shit, nigga. As soon as my fucking tongue touches her fucking pussy, nigga, oh my god, bro, my tongue broke in half, bro, of how horrible that shit tasted, bro. Like, you don't understand. Like, that shit smell like bacalao, nigga. Like, oh my god, bro.
Why you spicy?
Have you ever seen that episode of SpongeBob when this nigga decides to try? No, when he tries Gary's food and then his tongue just breaks.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's how I felt in that exact moment, and I tried to laugh, but at the same time I couldn't. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just keep going." But I went up, and I never went back. I never went back down there. That shit was the worst shit.
Damn, bro.
That shit was
so
the
what
shit.
happened?
Yeah,
Wait.
first of all,
Wait. What did it taste like?
I said it bacalao, nigga. Like, I don't know. I have never tasted nothing like it.
Like
ever
shredded
again.
shredded beef, nigga? What you
No, nigga. Nigga,
bacalao's not
bacalao is not
shredded
shredded beef, nigga.
What is it?
It's what?
You don't even know.
Nigga,
It's
like,
shredded. What?
It's like fish. It's like rotten fish.
It's not rotten fish. It's just fish.
It's just fish. Yeah, like the
it's
fishy.
it's fish.
The
It's
fishy
fish.
smell.
It's fish in with seasoning.
That shit was disgusting. Anyways, bro, that shit was horrible, bro. Horrible. That's one time. That's one. The same
Wait,
girl.
hold on. But did she ever notice like a reaction from you? Did she say that?
No,
She
nigga,
like,
because I
"Oh,
played it
Daniel,
cool.
you
I
know?"
played it cool.
It must have been
All
hard.
right, so.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Did you pull like the let me hold my breath move?
No, nigga, I didn't keep eating it.
baby.
I didn't keep eating it. Like I tasted it, and then I just went up.
But how was it? Was it like a lick, and then you were like,
Nigga, it was a fucking lick, nigga. It was a big ass lick, nigga. I was the worst. That was the worst lick I ever done in my life, nigga.
Oh my
god,
God.
nigga. I went, shit. Like it was
you said,
horrible. Nigga, I just went. No, I didn't even make it. All of that, it was in my head. Anyways, that's one of them, right? Then the next time it was with the same girl and shit. Her mom cut us like actually on the spot doing shit. And the worst part of everything. The worst part of everything was me sitting down the same, like, right after she found us. I had to sit down and eat with the mom and her and talk about what just happened.
Oh my God.
That was the worst shit.
Wait,
Nigga,
but-
the next week I just broke up with her.
The confrontation was too much.
I was like, oh my god, like I just couldn't
Like
believe
fuck,
this
like,
happened.
and this is just such a casual conversation. You just
Nigga, but I don't know. I think
her
to be honest,
catching
to be
you
honest,
clapping her daughter's cheeks.
To be honest, I think she took it, the mother, the best way possible because
She
she
took
didn't.
it.
She didn't kick me out.
But she didn't make it
react
awkward. But like she didn't make it awkward.
No,
like,
that shit was awkward already, nigga.
Yeah, but I feel like it would have been more awkward if she just like.
I would have rather,
away.
I would have rather get kicked out, nigga, and be like, oh, I've never seen that bitch again, than sitting down eating a meal.
And taking
Because she
that
didn't
shit.
even ask me if I wanted food. She just put the food in
She
my
gave
plate.
it. She's
and
like,
I had
oh, so
to eat
you're
it.
gonna sit down.
What am I gonna do, nigga? Not
You can't be like, I'm not hungry. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
That shit was, and to be honest, the food was good as fuck,
can't do
bro.
that.
Compared to the pussy?
Bro. That's crazy, nigga. You
What she
brought
give
it
you
up.
bacalao?
Nigga, she gave me perdiz,
That's how
nigga.
he knew, because
She gave me
after
perdiz.
that, after he tried it, he ate the food. He's like,
Nigga,
"Man,
imagine this girl
the
sees
two
this
shits
shit,
taste
yo."
the same."
Too familiar.
crazy,
Too familiar.
Anyways, nigga, that's a second time. Fourth time, it was when I was.
Get somebody some.
I.
Stories.
Wait, but hold on. Low key, you were about to skip the third time. You went from the second time to the fourth time.
Wait,
Did
oh
you
no,
skip
I
the
said the
second
third time. No, I was gonna say the third time. The third time. I said.
Whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. Honestly.
Well, whatever. There's another third time, but it wasn't with her. It was somebody else. I mean, do I say it or
No.
does anybody want to go?
I mean, well, my story is like it's not like crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how it happened though. Pretty much, I was just like, so I was riding my bike. Pretty much, I'm riding my bike to Unit City. No, listen. I'm riding my bike to Unit City, right? I'm just going around. At the time, I used to bike a lot, stuff like that. So I'm biking.
Nigga said.
I'm biking. So I'm biking, and I see, I'm by like, damn, giving away the location might give away the.
Yeah.
Okay.
You buy
shit. I'm by a corner, and I see this girl that I know, which has an anonymous name, so we'll call her.
Stephania.
We'll call her Stephania. You scared me for a second. All right. We'll call her Stephania. So Stephania's in the corner. She sees me. She's like, "Oh, what's up?" So I get on my bike. I'm like, "Oh, what's up?" You know. So we're having a conversation. We're like catching up, and all of a sudden, like, I'm off my bike and we're like walking, and I'm have my bike to the side. So like I'm walking, and she's like holding my bike and stuff. She's holding the other side and stuff, and like we're walking. And she's like, oh, like, long story short, I end up at her house. Mm-hmm. Come to find out, when we get there, it's not her house. It's her. Damn, this might go to fuck it. It's her gay best friend's house. So and this girl before that day we used to talk, but then after that so at this point we're friends. We just know each other. So we're in the house, we're chilling and everything, and the house is her gay best friend, right? Her and the gay best friend's brother.
Yo,
so we're there.
Yo, the transition from a bike ride, bro.
That's why it's crazy. Because literally, I'm riding my bike and we're like having a conversation, and then we just casually, oh yeah, whatever, and then we just end up at, because she was on the way. That's why, because she was on the way.
So you're at the house.
She was on the way, so we're at the house and we're chilling, we're hanging out. The guy's little brother is like 9 or 10, and we're in the living room. We're like playing like Black Ops or whatever. We're playing with like this co-op game and shit. So we're just playing and shit. We're playing and stuff. The night is progressing. Come to find out, conversing with her gay best friend. The reason why she was even invited in the first place because his parents weren't even home. Mm-hmm. So he had the open crib. So like we're all hanging out and stuff. We're all playing. Come to find out, it's like 11:30, 12. So my mom starts calling me. She's like, "Oh, yo, where you at? I'm like, I'll be home. I'll be home."
Like all mothers.
All mothers. So I'm like, I keep giving the story like, yeah, I'll be there a little bit. Don't answer here. And then she's like, "Oh, where you at?" Like stuff. So I'm like, I'm trying to be in this house for as long as possible. Cause like I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, I'm already like throughout the day. She's like throughout like the afternoon. She's giving me signals. She's like, oh this. So I'm like, damn, bro. Like she probably wants to like,
yeah, of course.
Suck my dick or something. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like here. I'm like, oh shit. 15-year-old me. I'm like, oh shit, yo, this shit about to go down. Shit crazy. So I'm here. Chilling and everything. We're talking. We're on the couch and stuff. And then as we're hanging out, time passes by, and it's now 1:30 to 2 a.m. 1:32 a.m. But the thing is, like, I don't notice it's that late because I'm trying shit is progressing, but again, like I'm fighting not having to go home because my mom's calling me and shit, and then it gets to the point where my mom just doesn't call me anymore. She's not calling me anymore, so I'm like, fuck, she probably fell asleep. So. And then I'm like, damn, it's like I'm 15-year-old me thinking I got my bike. I just got my bike and everything. I don't want to go. I'm not trying to bike ride at 3 a.m. and shit. Mm-hmm. So they were like, the gay guy was like, I was like, fuck, because this guy was a little, he was just in his own, So he's like, yo, you should stay. You should just sleep over, and you'll sleep with Stephania and whatever. And I'm like, I don't know about that, because at this point, every time I ask my mom, yo, can I sleep over this guy? Can I sleep over like my friend's house? It's always a no. My mom was never. My mom was never. Yeah, my mom was never the sleeping over type of mom. She was never the. She was never that. She never tolerated it ever. So I'm like, there's no way. No way I'm gonna be able to sleep. But I'm like, damn. Like if I actually get to sleep over this house, I'm like, bro, like I'm in the back, like that's it. 15-year-old me, I'm getting peppy and shit.
I'm getting lit. Let's see if I'm clapping.
And the whole time, bro, we're sipping on like Capri Sun and shit. It's the only thing this nigga got in this house. So
it was like PG.
It was like PG-13 type shit, but like it. Well, yeah. We're just playing
what happens?
Shit. So we're continuing stuff. So I'm like, fuck, I probably can't stay over and stuff. But I realized my mom's sleeping. So in my head, my plan is just, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna just sleep over, and then wake up early enough where it's safe to go back home, and then I'll be home, and then I'll be in bed by the time I wake up. I'm like, all right, I got everything in the back. Everything's good. So we're sleeping. I'm like, all right, so we're gonna sleep in this bed, whatever. So I sleep with Stephania, and to the left of me is her gay best friend's little brother. So okay. We're in the same bed. We're all in the same bed.
All three of you guys.
Yeah, but I'm facing Stephania, and the little kid is on the other side.
I think
he's behind you.
I'm getting a better feel where this is going.
It gets better. It progresses. So we're in the bed, and I'm tired, so I'm like, yo, let me just try to go to bed and shit. So I'm sleep. So I try to go to sleep, and you know I start feeling this girl like rubbing up on me. So I feel a little you know thing. So I'm like, oh shit, you know it's probably not that deep. You know this is crazy. So but then like it starts progressing, and then I open my eyes and she's looking at me like she's just like these like devil eyes, bro.
Show the camera. Show the camera. She's looking at.
Like this, so she's like, so this is me. This is me. I'm sleeping. This is me sleeping and shit. You know, rockabye baby type shit. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. And then I feel her I feel her touching me, like going up my leg and shit. And I'm like, and it's dark as fuck. It's dark as fuck. So I'm like, I can't see shit. All I can see, literally, the only thing you see is her pupils reflecting off of the street light from outside the window. So I'm like, fuck. So this girl looks like the devil, bro. Like she's like. No,
but was it like
in like a sexual, but but it was like intimidating. I was like, oh shit.
Oh damn.
Like this girl's about to kill me type shit. But like I was like, damn. So 15-year-old me, I'm like, fuck, bro. But like I didn't know what to do, like, cause like mind you, like I never but in this situation, never had any like sexual nothing experience. It was sexual experience. The most I've had was like
a kiss.
It wasn't, yeah. So I'm like, damn, I'm like, fuck, this shit's really happening and shit. So you know, it's progressing and stuff. She's looking at me, and like, then she starts like rubbing on it and shit. Like, so she starts like, so I'm like. Nigga said, "Oh, nice."
I'm proud of 15-year-old Daniel.
Like, oh, nice, yo.
I'm proud of your younger self.
So not to run it on, but
you can do it.
Yeah. So it keeps progressing, and basically the whole challenge is, I got a 9-year-old on the other side, and this dude keeps like hitting my shoulder and shit.
While he's sleeping,
and I keep going. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then it gets to a point where like he just wakes up and then he just walks out. So I'm like, oh shit. So he walks out. Literally, as soon as the door closes, are you just fiddling? She's like, wait. She's like, shh, nigga. And the door. And the crazy thing is. The door's open. The kid leaves the door. I'm guessing he went to go pee. But he leaves the door open. So the light's coming in, but the room's dark. All you see is the bed sheets are over. I'm like this. I'm like this. She's like, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then all you see is, and then I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, oh. Nigga, the fastest bus I've ever had in my life. Max 6 seconds, bro. Max 6 seconds, bro. Max 6 seconds. I am telling you, like max 6-7 seconds, bro. 6-7 seconds. I was like, oh shit,
bro. She went that shit fast. Dude.
I felt, bro, like, yo. I was like, this, and then the kid came back. And like I had and then she just like literally like I never realized how much like a woman's like eyes will fuck, like, bro. I was like, yo. After he came, she was already on the side. By the time he came back, he closes the door. He sleeps right there. He sleeps right next to me, and then I face her, and she goes, and turns the other way. Wake up 3 hours later. I wake up to breakfast. Oh, you want breakfast? She's smiling. She's eating. She's like, they're laughing and stuff, you know, eating. So I'm like, I thought they were talking about it or something, but like she was just like, you know, trying to play cool and stuff. And long story short, I got on my bike, left at 7 a.m, pulled up at 8, and then, you know.
What? Okay. What did your mom say?
My mom never found out. She never woke up.
No, but what was her reaction to you going home so late?
Oh no, I got my ass beat, but she didn't know I slept over. She probably thought like, oh, she probably came like after I fell asleep, but she didn't know that like I slept over and then pulled up literally 7 a.m.
Oh man,
acting like I was there the whole time.
You pulled up and then pulled out.
So yeah, that was that. I guess you could say that was like my first like
That's crazy.
Like crazy,
That's
like experience like
fucking
that.
crazy,
Crazy.
man.
15-year-old me, I'm like, damn.
Hey
shit
man,
crazy.
that's crazy, man. Hey, that's
That's
one for the
funny.
books, nigga. That's
That-
one for
that-
the books.
That's
Sure,
a really
sure.
good fucking
How about
stories,
you?
bro. Next topic. What are we talking about?
Yeah, what's yours, nigga? Do
Honestly,
you
man,
have
I
any?
don't really have. Nah, bro. Honestly, I'm kind of boring in that way, man. To be quite honest with you, can't lie. I mean,
Let's put
Well,
the question in the differences.
I have
What's the most riskiest like experience you've ever had, like with a woman? Like
riskiest?
that? Like risky, like you're in a
That's
situation,
nothing,
like
Nigga,
like that.
I
I
have-
mean, a lot of
oh.
my shit happened when I was dorming at Montclair, man. It was safe,
Like-
though.
like-
It was a safe.
like Miguel, like
No, no.
the dad was like, they came out, he's like,
no, nigga, my story's gonna make that look like what the fuck, nigga. I was with this girl, right? The girl that I've mostly been recently with. You guys know who it is?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll
alright.
call her. We'll call
Stephania.
her. No, we'll call her.
Let's call her Stephania. Nigga.
Okay, let's keep. I was gonna give her the name Jasmine, like
Jemima,
like
Jemima.
Aladdin,
Jemima.
like the girl from Aladdin.
Jemima.
Jasmine and shit.
Alright,
Jemima.
nigga, Jasmine, nigga. I was with Jasmine and
What's
shit.
wrong
I
with
was
Jemima?
chilling at her crib. You know how her
wrong with
family is
Jemima?
really, all together and shit. Her dad is always cool with me and shit. The nigga's always good with me and shit. I mean, not anymore, but the nigga hates me now, but probably, I don't know. Alright, so these nigga, we got 4 minutes on the clock. Alright.
pretty much.
I guess. Alright then, look. So basically, they have family over, and so let's say this is the living room, big living room.
Okay.
Once you like cross that, imagine that door on that side, on
Okay.
that corner right there.
So you're in a different room.
I'm in this room, the living room, and the door going in there, that right there is the kitchen.
Okay.
And then there's like like the table and shit, and
Uh-huh.
all of them are sitting down there.
Okay.
Me and Jasmine are right here
In the living room.
The-
Everybody else is in the
Was
kitchen.
everybody's in the kitchen right there on the door right next to each other. The door is open. It's a huge door.
Okay.
We hear them and shit, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we're watching a movie and shit, whatever, and then we start getting freaky and shit, And nigga gets horny and shit, and she gets horny and shit. And I start fucking, I start, touching her, fingering her and shit,
Playing
whatever.
DJ.
Yeah, playing DJ and shit,
You're in Lala.
Then she gets, she gets really, like
Into it.
horny, into
Yeah,
it. And shit.
Starts-
So nigga, so then she starts,
beef jerking them.
exactly. So then she decides to fucking start sucking my dick, my nigga, right there on the spot. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, nigga? Like we're right there.
heavy,
Yeah.
yeah.
The thing is that we had a
blanket.
a blanket to cause it was really cold out, it was cold. Whatever. So we had the blanket and shit, nigga. Nigga, she gets under the fucking thing, bro. She gets under the thing and then she starts sucking me off right there, nigga. Right there. Her family's right there, bro. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm
You
enjoying.
want to say no, but
I wanna say no, but I'm enjoying
She's a
the
trooper.
fuck out of that shit,
She's a
nigga.
trooper.
Nigga. We hear like the how you when you get up from a table, from
Yeah,
a
from a chair.
you move it back a little bit. You move it back a
You're
little bit, nigga. I literally come as soon as I hear this shit because I don't know if I was scared.
He was like,
Nigga, she gets filled up, my nigga. And the thing is that, what's the worst part, nigga? Niggas come over here to talk to us, nigga. And she has her mouth filled with that shit, nigga. Nigga, you don't understand, bro. She could not say anything, nigga.
she didn't say anything?
No, nigga. So
She didn't swallow it?
Nigga, come here. I think she swallowed, nigga. She had to. So then I'm over here.
Come here. What do you?
No. She didn't. No.
Come here. Let me
No,
show
no,
you
no,
how
no.
that happened.
No. Look,
Bro, come
look,
here, bro.
So one of them, look, so
Look.
one of them comes and he sits down right next to like me.
Yeah.
And then he starts talking to me. He's like, "Oh, what movie we're watching and shit." And so I was like, "Oh, we're watching." But I started telling him, nigga, I was so fucking I was like, "What the fuck?"
Wait. So at this point, are you?
The thing is that
are
nigga,
you,
nigga, my dick
under
is
the-
out, nigga.
Okay, alright.
Nigga, my
That's all I
dick
want
is
to
out.
know. That's all I
My
want
dick
to
is
know.
out. Just the thing is covering it, nigga.
Alright,
I have my
like the
hand
blanket,
right
the
here,
blanket.
but I'm trying to put my shit back in, right? I'm trying to put my as I'm talking to this motherfucker,
Yeah.
but this nigga's over here looking at the thing. So then I'm like, all right, whatever, So then I see her get up, and then leave, right? I guess she went to the bathroom to clean her shit. And so then she came back and whatever, so I kept on talking with them and shit. This bitch, alright, so then it's like, oh, he sits there for a good 30 minutes watching the movie, then they call him, and then he goes back to the kitchen. And then we're here and we're like, oh my fucking god. And then this bitch starts doing the same shit again, nigga. Like she wants, nigga, I just can't, nigga. What the fuck you mean? And the thing is that, nigga, we decided to go down to Chuck E. Cheese. And in the parking lot, nigga, we had that shit. Like, we finished that shit there, nigga.
In the
Finished
car?
it in the car, nigga. At Chuck E. Cheese. We said that we were gonna go and get some cookies for everybody.
Did y'all come back with the cookies?
Yes. We had to, nigga. We went to
You want dick in your mouth?
Alright, let's get it.
That's funny as hell. Alright, back to the show. We got over our first topic. Now we're going to be getting to our second and third.
We had a little break.
Shut up, Daniel. Anyways, so now we're going to be talking about child support. And what it is, and whether it's about actually supporting the child or supporting the woman.
Yo, Daniel, how many
Right,
kids you
gentlemen?
have, nigga? You have like 3.
How many kids, Daniel?
I
Yeah,
got
3?
7, bro.
7? Yo,
I got 7.
The girl paid.
You hosing down the garden? The bitch.
Yo, the girl paid your shit or what's up? You
Huh?
paid that shit.
Nah, she paid for my shit.
Oh, word. Is it helping you or is it helping the child?
Yo, do me a favor. Look at the camera, tell them how old you are.
I am 18 years old.
What the fuck is this, the casting coach, nigga?
Yeah, fucked out.
Yo, what's good with you and dick and shit? Man?
So funny. Nobody has said that.
Nigga always wants dick in mouth, bro.
What? You want Dickie Mouth?
Whoa, let's get back on track.
Let's
Yo,
get to it, man.
we losing ourselves.
Yeah,
Okay.
you losing dick.
Alright, yo, gentlemen. I hate y'all, yo. I
Okay.
hate y'all.
Child support.
I couldn't hold it. Alright, let's get a child support.
Why is that now funny? Why is that phrase funny now? Nigga, just say child support.
He's like, child support. All right, let's get it. All right, child support. Let's get it.
All right, child support.
Oh shit. I thought I was that.
Child support. Is it for her or is it for the kid? Well, little history lesson for all y'all out there. Child support actually happened or got reinforced by law really heavily during the 60s because divorce rate skyrocketed, and they needed, basically what ended up happening was most women during that time didn't have as much
This nigga laughing. What's so funny about divorce rates, you piece of shit? Huh?
I was gonna say that I shit at myself.
Anyway.
What?
Keep going.
Okay, and basically what ended up happening was a lot of the women that a lot of the divorces were affecting women worse than men, and the reason why is because women had a hard time basically finding jobs or having the same amount of net worth as the man that they were with. So courts felt that in order to create a balance back to all these women that were having a hard time.
Wasn't it when the war was happening too? When the man left?
No. This is during the 60s. So
It's not World War II.
this is after World War II.
After World War II.
Yeah, so it's I mean, I'm talking about the people. That's what I'm talking about. Post war. The nuclear the nuclear families, whatever. Keep talking.
So courts basically marriage law decided that in order to set the balance right, that child support was supposed to be something that was a given now whenever a divorce was talked about when it came to divorce. And then what has happened since is that we look at now where divorce laws are more they basically cater more to women than they do males. So women get most of the custody, they win most of the custody battles. Men are the majority of individuals who pay alimony or child support, and the reason why is because a lot of these laws are outdated and they haven't really changed with the modern times that we have now. So that's a little history lesson for y'all, just to give some foundation and backstory to why marriage law and child support actually became a cultural norm in the U.S. And now we gotta talk about right now, where we at right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, my question is like,
Man, get off your phone.
get off your fucking phone, asshole. Out. Out.
Just bark at him?
He's saying out.
Something like that. Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, my thing is like, why do we automatically assume that
Women.
women will always be the better caretaker? Because I heard some fucked up stories, man.
No, yeah, me too.
Like women who are mothers, like treating their kid like shit.
Well, in general, women are supposed to be the caregivers of the family household, not the father. Like the father's supposed to be the person who brings in the actual like nutrients to keep the family going. The mother is the one that's supposed to take care of the actual.
Nigga said nutrients.
The supplements, the ingredients.
No, I'm serious though. Like it's like, I mean, I'm just
Said photosynthesis.
nah, but honestly, men are supposed to bring the actual
They
money.
provide.
Yeah,
Providers.
They're providers basically. Women are supposed to be the ones, quote unquote, be the ones staying home.
Watch out for them feminine.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said, quote unquote.
Yo,
y'all can do whatever
to
you
you
want.
feminists out there, don't be coming for our necks, you know, because we'll sue. Anyway, so
Because it was soup.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like it's just a general thing that women are supposed to be the caregivers
It's a
in the
traditional
household.
thing.
I think that
Not
these
just
laws,
traditional, but religious.
I think that
There's some religion.
Yeah, it ties to
Yeah.
religion too as well.
So I mean, that's mostly why women have like a better say when it comes to like having the custody over kids. Cause like I mean, as an example of me, like my mother, she got they have half custody of
Joint
like,
custody.
yeah, joint custody of me. But most of the time, well, I mean, I'm only with my mom.
Yeah, you live with your mom.
I live with my mom,
You were raised
but
by her.
yeah, exactly, never raised by my father. So I don't understand where the joint custody is. You get what I'm saying? They should have been just for my mother. And I mean, I see why, but I do know about the fucked up.
You know what's crazy? You know what's a crazy statistic?
Mhm.
And this is actually from the U.S. Bureau. 1 out of 4 men that pay child support are paying child support to a child that isn't theirs.
wow, 1 out of what?
4
1 out of 4.
men
That's crazy.
One
that
out of
pay
4 men
child
that pay child support.
are paying child support for a child.
And you
that
know what's
isn't
crazy?
theirs.
You know what's crazy? The fact that alright, so look, my dad doesn't pay any child support for me. My stepfather, he pays weekly child support for his daughter, which she lives with the mother. But the thing is that this
Since
girl,
it's a joint. Since it's a joint.
no, it's not a joint. She has full custody.
No, I'm talking about you.
I'm talking about my stepfather right now.
He's basically
Oh, okay,
saying
okay.
like it's different when it's
Yeah.
a boy that's getting child support.
Support compared to when it's
A
a
What's
daughter,
a daughter?
or a mother, for example.
Exactly.
Like a guy never gets, like a father who has a kid, most times does not get child support from the mom.
Exactly.
Like if a dad gets custody of a kid, I have not heard
I have not heard of
a single father
of
of a single father getting child support from the
Exactly. And
Yeah.
also, look. But the thing is that they take money away from this guy every week. She is about to be 22 years old. 22
Child
years
support
old.
is supposed to last until 18.
Exactly.
That's another thing,
But-
people. This is what is talking about marriage law. Here's another fun fact. If your kid, someone's kid is going to higher education, they can request to the judge to continue being paid child support until that individual graduates.
Yep.
So
Exactly
up till
that.
22, 23,
Yes.
Yep.
they could be getting paid.
Until they graduate. Until they graduate.
Until they graduate.
Yeah.
And the thing is that you know what's
So he's
crazy?
gonna be graduate
You
school.
want to know what's crazy? The fact that there's no record of her actually going to school. The thing is that when they went to court, she enrolled in school just for that moment.
Just for that.
Wow.
For that.
So they have to file. that
Exactly.
she enrolled
And
in
how is he gonna prove? He has to hire a detective to have actual
school.
proof.
Yeah.
That
And
she
he
is
wasn't.
not
And you know
enrolled.
what's crazy? That he was actually going to do that until he came. He was like, "Yo, that's my daughter. I know that most of the money that I'm giving her is just going for the mother
For the
because that girl never has a phone. That shit is always disconnected. What the fuck happened?
Where's
to
that
the
money?
500
Where's
to
that
the
money going?
$500 that you take away from me every week
Every week.
for this? It's like, where's that going?
Where's
And
it
that just
going?
goes to show you people that you know, divorces and custody of kids can affect both sides of the story. You know, a lot of the times in media and in movies, we see how hard the mother, you know, single mother's life is when she has to raise kids by herself and has no child support, no male figure.
That's right.
But the reality is that there are men out there who are actually hurt by the system as well. They're actually hurt that they can't see their child as much as they want because of the relationship they have with the mom.
That's true.
They're hurting because you know, the relationship with their son or their daughter is severed because of the mother's resentment towards him. And the reality is that sometimes, you know, whether we like it or not, you know, you hear it all the time, but sometimes parents' business gets in the way of their relationship to their own kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're just
that's
Definitely.
exactly what has happened with
Definitely,
them.
definitely.
Because it's like, yo, you
I
have
remember.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
you have seen her since that last day that you saw her. We have not seen her, and I'm pretty sure he has not seen her either. This guy calls her, and that girl never answers. And it's like, yo, I know, you know, they went to a psychologist because they blamed him for not being in her life when he has always been trying to be part of her life.
Yeah.
But then the mother always intervened.
The
She was like,
mother's
no,
always
gotta wait.
intervening.
I
Like,
wonder
it's like-
why. You know, it's kind of like a lot of rage towards the father.
Resentment, man. It's
Resentment,
just
yeah.
like
Yeah.
look, like the reality is that like divorce is never easy, regardless of the reason, right? Guy cheats, girl cheats, you guys fall out of love, whatever. Especially if you have kids, because not only is your relationship severed now, right? Like it's not gonna go back to what it was. You now have to think about how whatever you're gonna do, both of you guys are gonna do, is gonna affect the kids, and most of the time, people blame the other partner. People blame the other partner for the things that go wrong with their
Yep.
kids and stuff like that.
And not
Both
just
ways.
that, and not
Both
just that,
ways.
yo. I mean, in my thing, it's like, all right, so that girl is nothing to me, right? But you know, like for me, I would like to be like I would like to be part of
Yeah,
a
like
part
she's
of her
your-
life.
Yeah, she's
exactly.
your blood.
Exactly, but
Half
I think,
blood.
yeah, I mean, no. She's nothing to me. She has no blood, like nothing.
Oh,
What do
Cause
you
she-
mean by she's nothing to you? She's not related to you.
Yeah, she's not actually related to
Right,
me,
right,
but the
yeah.
only thing that relates me to her is my stepfather, because that's her father, and he's still my stepfather. So, and I know her since we were little, because we grew up together until it got to a point that she understood what was going on, and I guess her mother was feeding her things when she would get to the house, like her household, and when she would come back, she would compare how he treats
How he treats her compared to how she treats her.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
because he's always with us.
Yeah, man. I've seen a
And
lot
he
of.
doesn't know how to communicate with her because she's never there, and she's also a girl.
So you know, there's another bird.
It's another,
See,
yeah.
man, that just sucks, man, because it's like you're using your kid. You're trying to win a battle.
You're like weaponizing the kid.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
making the kid a weapon now, and
Against
whatever
your
partner.
ex-partner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your ex-partner.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
sad. So like going back to the whole child support, is it really for the kid or is it really for her? I'm just gonna be real. Like my mom gets paid child support, and I'm gonna be straight up. I've never really seen a dime of that child support. Most of that child support has gone to you know, like bills and stuff like that, which I've lived under. But after I started going to college, even to this day, my father's dead, and he's still paying child support from all his taxes and shit that he's worked here. So
Damn, that's crazy.
so the real question is that necessarily really fair if it was like vice versa? If, you know, a mother died and she was still paying child support
But
to the father,
like that right there.
That's
That's
double
not gonna
standards.
happen
Yeah.
But
now,
look,
right?
look at my
Hold on,
example though.
hold on, 1 second. I think that's because, you know, like you said before, the court system hasn't been updated in a long time, and it's still running under the assumption that people are still operating under traditional gender roles, correct? And these laws were passed. I'm gonna assume when women didn't have as much agency as they do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't have as many economic or financial opportunities as they have now.
Now.
But the thing is, are these laws now relevant in this feminist, more progressive society?
A more liberal society.
I feel
Exactly.
like it's not like they make any difference, but they just make a balance now as to as much it can happen for a woman to have custody of a child, and a father paying the child support. It could be the same as the woman paying the child support, because now there's women that actually give in the custody of their child to the father for.
But that's only choice though. But no, like the percentage wise really hasn't changed much.
I know, but it still happens. That's what I'm saying.
But
I'm not saying that it's a big difference.
Yeah, but the change isn't significant enough.
It's like when you do a study, and like trying to figure out if a drug is effective or not. Like if it doesn't reach a certain number, then it isn't effective. So yeah, you know, I took like they tried to measure my testosterone at 500, and then I took a placebo drug, and then it went from 500 to 520. Yeah, my testosterone went up, but it wasn't enough to make any difference. So it's the same thing with the courses,
or at least any visible difference.
Any visible difference,
or obvious difference.
I mean, so I guess to conclude this conversation,
is it for the kid or is it for her? I would say it's for her. I mean, that's what it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what, and the law hasn't changed. I mean, like the statistics have not changed. Like there's not more women out there paying for custody of their kids.
I would say it depends. I mean, for me, I have never seen a dime, and my mother has never seen an actual dime from my father.
I mean, you also got to think about who's actually receiving the money. Like
exactly.
Receiving the money.
Exactly.
It's the mother receiving the money. It's not the child receiving it.
But in my situation, I'm talking about.
But your father doesn't live here though.
Still, when I lived there, I still did not see anything.
Or when you lived where?
In Portugal.
Oh, the laws aren't the same in Portugal.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. What are you talking about?
They're not.
You live there?
No. Okay, you
exactly.
Tell me. Relax.
I already told. That's exactly what I'm saying.
It's not the same.
Bro, yes, they are.
It's not. We could do research, but it's not the same.
My guy, they are.
It's not the same.
Bro, there's child support, and there's a percentage of how much he has to pay.
Okay, but when I say it's not the same, does not mean there's no child support. What
I'm
saying is,
the thing is
when
that
I say it's not the same,
the thing is that
what I'm saying is that the laws here are harsher than they are in Portugal.
Oh, I understand. Yeah,
that's
course.
what I'm saying.
All right, yeah, then I agree with you.
Okay.
That the fact that it's like it's more freely over
it's more
freely to like not be able to pay for
child support.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
It's not
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I mean by it's not the same.
I agree with you.
That's
I agree with you on that one. I mean,
right.
if he would be, that's why he can step here. He can step a foot here in this country, because
a lot of things.
Nigga, it will be what, like,
a lot of things will go
bend
down.
bro, it will
be
21 years he has not been here.
And you know what's crazy? It's funny that you're mentioning that, because there was actually a story that I read. It was an article that was released from this woman in Seattle, Washington. She is in her. She was 46, and her daughter was 25, and she divorced her husband, and her husband went back to Canada. So like they divorced, and she got full custody, and he was gonna pay, like, cause he had money. He was gonna pay OD child support. So my man disappeared. He left back to Canada because that's where he lived. He was Canadian. So he went back, dodged the law basically, right? Here's the thing about child support laws. So child support is supposed to be until 18 years. 25 years, right? He comes back into the US, lives somewhere completely else. She has not spoken to him in 15 years. She finds him on Facebook and goes, I'm gonna get this motherfucker back. That's the way I think.
Yeah.
Because what she decided to do once she found out that he was back in the US is she went to court and basically ordered for all the years that she missed in child support. And the court the court accepted it. And this man had to pay $160K.
Oh my God.
For 18 years.
Yep.
Wow.
That's exactly
18 or 15 years.
Exactly.
18 years.
That's
18
exactly
years.
that's exactly
Wow.
what happened. That's
And then
exactly
how old was the
daughter? She was 25 at the time. Like the time that the court happened, it was 25.
That's crazy.
So it was already,
like, there wasn't even any.
it was already 8 years past the time that child support should have been done.
Yeah.
And she was able to get it done and stuff. So
Yeah,
now,
that's what I'm saying.
now, is that truly fair? No. But
I mean, I think it.
but does she deserve that money?
Well, I mean, look, it's fair if it's actually going to the child, but it's not fair if it's only going for the mother.
For the mother.
Because I would see it go for both.
I think that
would say-
you have to also take into consideration like socioeconomic status of the woman.
Oh no, they were very well off. Like the daughter graduated from high school, and then the mother, she owned a nail salon business in Seattle.
So that was just purely out of
Yeah, it was.
bad
Purely out of
feelings.
spite, yeah.
I mean, look.
That's-
Like
damn,
my
man.
mother, right? Look at my mother, right? She doesn't. All right, so she has never filed actually a complaint about it because she says that she doesn't need that. And also, I don't need it. I mean, I do need that shit. I would make that plan to fucking get my money back. Cause I would get it just to get it. But at the same time, it would have to go through her.
See, and not only that, that's principle, you know. Like there are some people out there that like wouldn't take the money.
Yeah.
Like that, I respect that
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. I mean, like, look, for me, if my father came up to me and told me, I'm gonna give you this much money because I have never been there for you, which he has, actually, like, given me, I said no. And he said that he was gonna put it in an account that is supposed to be still there, the account, with all of that money that I can just go easily get. And I'm not touching that money at all. I don't care how broke I am. I just won't touch it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're acting from your principles.
Principles,
your,
yeah.
Your moral code, basically.
Yes.
Like I'm not gonna be taking that money. You know, I didn't.
Yes, and the
Doesn't
thing is that
matter
it's-
what state
bro,
I'm in.
and the thing is that it's a huge amount of money because this guy is actually rich.
He's well off. He's
Yeah,
wealthy.
he has fields
Of grapes, was it
of
grapes?
grapes
Yeah.
and makes wine. nigga.
This ain't life for us.
Nigga,
this ain't life
I mean-
itself.
I mean, my dad
Nigga, you
opened
know
up a
this shit
bodega.
already.
That was the
I'm
end
talking
of
about
it.
the movie. Relax.
Nigga, but you know this shit already.
If y'all
nigga.
seen Life Itself is a good movie, y'all should go check it out.
Well, yeah, it is. It is an actual great movie.
Gotcha. Is.
But anyways, that's what I'm talking about. This nigga is well off.
So, to conclude, everybody got to answer the question.
You answered it already, nigga.
For me, though, everybody has a different opinion. Is child
I
support
mean,
for
what do you
her
think, Jenny?
or
What's
or
your
for the kid?
yeah. For the mother or
If
the
it's
kid?
like who's benefiting?
No, like
No, is child support like? Answer the question. Is child support for her or the kid? Is child support for the mother or the kid?
I feel like in reality it's for her.
For the mother.
It's for the mother.
Okay.
I think personally,
Why is it so hard, gentlemen?
because you want to be morally correct.
correct, yeah.
But at the same time, you
Yeah.
are putting yourself in a position that is like, shit. If I say this, it's gonna be like, damn. You know, like if that happens to me, I can't get mad for that happening to me.
to me, yeah.
well,
I mean-
I don't really want to. Like my answer is probably gonna get a lot of women upset, but I say
Well,
it's
we're
for
not
the women.
worrying about that right now. It's,
Yeah.
Well, the reality is, if
It is.
PSA, if you do get upset for this conversation, if
Leave it in
you-
the comments below.
Yeah, leave it in the comments below.
Yeah.
Give your opinion. We would like to hear what.
it's
what-
an open
what-
discussion.
It's open discussion, but we're having a discussion because we want to encourage conversations like this so that people can have a more understanding of both sides of the spectrum. Because the goal is to work together, not against each other.
Yep.
Exactly, and also
Exactly.
to to teach because this show is about teaching young men how to be better versions of themselves. The whole point is to encourage other people, specifically young men, to voice their opinion, not be afraid of any potential consequences. If you're speaking your truth, if you are speaking from a place that is from how do you say this?
Your core.
From your core, from your intellect, from reason, then you should have the right to voice that opinion and not be afraid to do so.
With that being said, I answer the question.
So yeah,
Mother or the kid?
I think that personally it is for the mother. It should be for the kid, you know, but this is not a perfect world, nor is it a perfect system.
And then now the question is, how would you regulate it to the kid?
I mean, I have an answer.
What is it?
For me, it would be, I will hope it's for both. I will hope it's for both.
I think we all do, man. That's the ideal situation. You know?
Like,
There's
reality-
some women
the
out there.
reality
it's
is right now it's
I
for
don't
the-
like it's like I don't mind her. I mean, she's still raising the kid, and or like a 24/7 basis. So a 20, yeah, and I mean, in my
Okay, now,
opinion,
No, but it's-
Well-
let's give you this situation. Let's say you have a kid, right? And
but
you're
the
paying
thing,
child support.
I mean, nigga,
Wait,
but the thing is that
listen,
everything
listen.
depends on the situation.
Agreed. So I'm giving you a situation.
Okay.
You have a kid. You have an ex-wife. Your kid has now a new stepdad. Should he be paying? Should he
No.
be supporting?
No,
The child?
not my child.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Not my child.
What if he does? You gonna fight him?
He should. I mean, if he's there, then what the hell am I gonna do? I can do nothing about that. But what I can do is put my part in by me giving and actually making sure. Because if I would go to court and I would let them know, yes, I will pay the child support, but I need it to be regulated for it could be for my child.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now the question is, how would you regulate it to your child? Your child's gonna get a check, nigga, and she's gonna use it, or he's gonna use it. A 5-year-old is gonna use it.
No, of course. I mean, like the only way that you can regulate it if it's the court actually letting you actually do it yourself. But that, I mean, like it's like, and that's the slimmest chance because the mother has the custody of the child.
I've only heard like 2 people who pay child support through like.
Because the thing is that look. Well, that's what's gonna get the woman. Because if she comes up saying, nah, I want to regulate the money, that's where it's an inner. That's when the money is not gonna go for
It's
the
not gonna
child.
go for the child.
And exactly.
Why?
Because if she's putting her hands in it, trying to stop you from regulating the money that's gonna go into your child, is because she wants the money and
But
she
it's
wants to
also her
handle it.
child though.
But the thing is that
So,
she already
like,
has. The thing is that in that situation,
she could use the.
the thing is that she already has a man.
She
actually-
she could still in the court of law say that I am the mother, and this man wants to pay $300, but what we need is $500. He doesn't know our expenses.
The things that
That's a valid argument.
I'm gonna tell. Okay, that's a valid argument. But what I'm gonna tell you from what I know, from the actual court and what has happened with my father. I mean, my stepfather. With my stepfather.
We're first talking about. We're talking.
No, but I'm telling you that what actually happened though.
Okay,
because
but,
this is
you
the
said,
situation.
using your own words,
This is the situation.
you said it depends on the situation.
Exactly.
So we were talking about the hypothetical situation.
But it's not. I'm telling you that that hypothetical is an actual real one because my stepfather is going through that.
Okay.
The fact that she's saying that she needs this amount of the girl that
Ex-wife.
ex-wife is saying that she needs this amount of money from him because that's how much the expenses of like everything, right? She already has a man. She has another child too with that guy. My stepfather has 2 children with my mother. What the court sees and approves is how much he's getting paid and how many other children he's supporting. Children he's supporting. So that's what counts. And that's how they decide how much money. It's not what she says. It's how much the court actually approves because the court is supposed to be a place that's fair. That's gonna like put the fairness on everything, right? So that's what they have done with my stepfather. I don't know about anybody else, but that's how they have done with my stepfather. Because I'm saying this because I read every single document and have translated that shit to that.
All right, gentlemen, we're gonna leave it at that. Wow, it was great.
To conclude,
yeah.
When it comes to this topic, leave your comments down below. Express your thoughts on the conversations that we had. And to conclude, we'll leave off with this message, which is
But it's just us looking at the situation objectively and for what it really is. The child support system is flawed. It has a lot of flaws, just like the
Your short outro.
All right, y'all. This is the conclusion of the show. We want to thank you. Shut up.
No, shut up.
Oh, no, start. All right, and go.
All right, y'all. This is the end of the episode. We want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys that you've decided to click on this video, of course, and enjoy content. We want to wish you guys, well, good night. I mean, it is like 10:30 right now, so we want to thank you guys for tuning in. And remember, stay educated. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Just have a good night, y'all. Have a good night.
Whether
Man. That's it.
good night, or good morning. And remember,
Click that subscribe button.
Off the dome.
Like it.
It's
Like
the
it.
wise,
Comment.
it's the wise though.
Off the dome, Mr. Wise Dome.
Like it.
like,
Comment,
comment,
subscribe,
subscribe. You already know what it
and-
is.
Tell us no.
What's
tell
up, guys? Keep the notification button up so keep latest to keep up to date with all of our videos. Imagine.
That's it. You can't be a vlogger, nigga. That's it.
What's up? Alright, so we just gonna take the video. Peace out, guys. See you guys. Click the notification bell. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.